Like, I don't even know, man. It's just like everything is gone because I noticed that I don't even have a reason why I'm doing this shit. Everything I do is basically to receive validation, and that is to fill the inner void within me, which stems from trauma. So all of a sudden, I realized that I don't really have nothing to strive for because, yes, I want a business, I want things like this, like I want a business, things like that. But when I think about why do I want the business, so that I can have money, have crazy vacations. But why do I want those things? So that I can show my status, so that I can show, like, yeah, this is my life, so that I can receive validation from the outside world through it. And I noticed that with everything. So yes, I've been going to the gym like crazy because I want to have a fit body. But why do I want to have a fit body? So that the girls can see me with a six-pack. I've been basketballing. Why do I want to be good at basketball? So that I can dunk on people and show how high I can jump and how athletic I am to the world, so that the world can give me validation from it. Like, yeah, you see Jermaine, so he's very good at. And in my opinion, like, I don't know, bro. In my opinion, I already, as soon as you're not in it for yourself, you already lost. And that is the topic of autonomy. Autonomy. Even though all the things I do are like kind of genuine interests, my reasons why I'm doing them aren't good. So, and that's why I think that I also get like very demotivated, because you have those moments when you're just tired of it, because why you're continuously running, but not damn. Because there will be a time when you get tired of it, because you're continuously running, continuously going to the gym, continuously coding, so that you can so that you can sell websites and make money. But behind all the self-improvement labels, the reason why you're doing it is still trauma. You feel me? Because you're in it for the validation. At least that's why I'm in it for. What I'm in it for. And you will just get tired, bro, because you won't get the validation really like that, bro. That's the hard truth. Maybe later on, but you will only get there if you realize that it's not about validation. That's what I'm really noticing right now. So everything is trauma within my life now. Even my positive things are still, I'm only doing them because of I want to fill up the void through people's validation, the void that trauma left within me. I want to be seen by the world, and that's why I think that I'm so, just these days I'm just so drained, because I'm just kind of tired for just continuously running, and it feels like you're not even running for yourself, and that's what I really want to say. That's the feeling of autonomy. We want to do the things, but we want to have the feeling that we're doing them because of ourselves. And I don't have that. I don't really have that feeling. And that's just like, I remember like going to the gym just only to go. It's like, not even really because you really want to do the exercise. Yes, you want to do them too, but deep down you want to go to the gym because you know there will be like girls over there trying to be seen, trying to be seen by the girls. Like, eventually that tires you out, and then you will get these burnouts. I do really think that, like, when you're not in it for the validation, you will receive validation. When you're in it for the validation, you won't receive it. Why? Because when you're in it for the validation, it automatically shows the lack within yourself. People can always feel that you will convey it in whatever you do. And that's really important, man. That's why I really say, like, I posted on my Twitter today, like, this is the time for you to find out, like, why are you in this journey? Because you might really not be on the journey for yourself. What I just found out, that all the things, all my interests are connected to, I see them as a way to receive validation. That's just wrong. I do kind of feel like that we need validation, but at the same time, I don't really think that's not really what it's about. I do still think that we need like some like recognition, but like in my opinion, like that validation hunger is something very different than recognition from like a tribe. We're humans. We want to feel a part of something, but really that validation hunger, like you continuously need to be seen, that's not natural. That's trauma. That's what I found out with myself, and that's why, like, bro, everything is gone for me. Like I haven't opened up my laptop in like weeks now, like 10 days or something. I ain't even really planning to do it because I'm just like tired. I'm just like, nah. Why am I running? It's not even for me. And like, yeah, that's really like, I do also believe that that's really like what you're trying to escape from when you're doing the addictions. You're escaping from that pain. At least that's what I noticed with myself. For instance, when I beat my meat, then all of a sudden, that for a brief moment, you get that dopamine from yourself, and you'll be like, fuck the world, man. It doesn't even matter. I'm in it. Like that, all that shit doesn't even really matter. That's that brief moment when you receive that dopamine, and dopamine is basically like what will be released when you feel seen, once you feel like validated. Basically, when you, some form of pleasure, right? At least there's like the bro science of it. Don't ask me for the science, bro, because as you can see, today I don't wear my glasses, so yeah, I'm not a nerd. But just like maybe I ain't even really wanted to make this joke. Maybe I just only made this joke like to be funny, so that somebody gives me a laugh, like, you're funny. Like, bro, once you notice that, like, I don't even know, man. It's like a lot of shit feels fake for me. Like, now I'm just really like really, what is really the point of all this shit if all I'm trying to achieve is just some followers, just some girls that will make me feel validated, like, or just like people seeing you with the pretty girls and they validate you, like, yeah, he's really the guy. He drives the Bugatti and got all the pretty girls around him. Bro, like, that's why I'm like so tired of running right now. I'm not saying, probably still, like, feel me, like, I really know, like, that I'm still gonna do the running, but now I'm just really like trying to find out a way to make it genuine for myself, that I'm really running for myself, so that I won't tire myself out after like 3 weeks because I'm all fucked up, that I won't receive the validation that I'm really craving for. And this is something that I just found out like last week, really. That's why I also say, like, still, the relapse will let you know, if you allow it to let you know what you miss. Because the relapse continuously basically told me, like, bro, you're not really in it for yourself. That's why you feel this burnout right now. Because you've been running, you've been coding, while you got like the image of the pretty, while you got like the image of the pretty girl that you're trying to impress. With those states of mind, I was going to the gym with with that state of mind. I was behind my MacBook, like, yeah, maybe that girl will see you and give you validation. Maybe when you have that Bugatti, she will give you some validation. And that's just all wrong. That's just a part of trauma, a form of trauma. That also shows, that automatically sets you up for failure. Because if I enter a relationship with this state, then I will end up heartbroken. Why? Because I will need the girl's validation. I will need her, like, I will really need her. Not even I don't want her around. I really need her validation. Like, I want her. I need to be seen. I need to be seen by her. I need her validation. And that's how you set yourself up for failure, because you will never really, like, bro, another person will always stay another person. There will be times when she leaves. There will be times when there will be like turmoil within the relationship, and that's really natural. But now you won't handle it. Because now you are afraid, like, nah, she gonna leave me. I won't feel the validation anymore. Now you're just gonna do desperate, clingy neediness and all those, no, please, ruin the relationship. You end up heartbroken because now you're so aware of the inner void that you tried to fill up with the girl. Because it's not really even the girl, it's the void. You feel me? Now you will just end up like a bitch. Like, she broke my heart. Whole time you did it yourself through, like, needing the girl in the first place. That's how you set yourself up for failure. And now I'm being like very harsh, but it's something like actually very sad, because of course it stems from your childhood. You've never really received that validation from your mom, so you never felt like real secure. So now you need the outside world to do that for you. Feel me? And that's what I'm really working on right now. So for that matter, I'm not really even like worried about a lot of things. And when I worry about them, I only worry about them like, bro, like, if I don't get the coding, then I won't make the 10K a month in like a year, and then I won't be able to receive the validation from the girls through driving in like the new Mercedes. And that's the only way when I'm tripping about it, really. Because when you really, really, really think about it, like, I'm comfortable right now, even though I'm living with my parents, things like that. I don't really need the money. Feel me? I can provide for myself. I have enough money myself. I don't even really need my parents for that. I have enough self to go to the store, buy food, do those things. And that's why it's so important for me to find my reason, because if I won't find that reason, then I probably will never run. Why? Because in the first place, I'm too comfortable right now, because I don't lack the real needs that you really need. Otherwise, you will just die, such as water, food, shelter. But that's not even really that's very important, of course. But that's not even like you won't die from sleeping on the streets. But like those things, I have those things. So in that sense, I have clothes, I have those things. So I'm like kind of comfortable, right? So for me, it's really like, not even for me, this goes for almost like the entire Western society, the whole Western world, because we're not like the dudes in like those third world countries that are so motivated solely for, otherwise they can't survive, bro. If I would really have no money, like no nothing, then I probably would still go out to get it. Even though I don't really have a reason why. That will automatically basically become my reason why. So I just corrected myself upon that. But yeah, like, that's so important, bro. Like, you really need to find out that reason why. And if your reason why is tied to other people, through like receiving validation from them so that you can feel like safe within yourself, which is like a pursuit that will never end well because it's just a fake pursuit. Other people can never really make you truly happy. But like maybe when it comes to like your parents, maybe like, but yeah, like you will also like you will set yourself up for like all these hardships, because what I know is with myself is because I'm in it for another person. So if I'm doing something that doesn't like give me the validation from like, oh damn, he's really good at it, then automatically you feel very threatened. My sense of self feels very threatened and feels very weak. Why? Because right now I'm doing something that I'm not good at, such as like basketballing. I'm not really that good at basketball, and then people might be like, damn, he is really weak, and because I am in it for them, because of their validation, and they won't give me that, they will just be like, damn, he's weak as fuck. Then I will just let myself get ruined through that. You feel me? That's also why people are too emotional. That's why people are too emotional. Right now, I would care way too much about somebody just having a negative view of me. Why? Because I thrive upon it, basically. My sense of self thrives upon that up on somebody else's view about me. And I also noticed that like being alone, that's how you will really like, if you can't be alone, then I can guarantee you that you suffer from this. Like if you, and you probably won't really be aware of it right now, because for a long while I really wasn't, but I always needed to be around somebody, either like PlayStation party or be outside or just be at a place where people where you have the feeling like, okay, I'm seen now. I can be like walk around like I'm the tough dude. Like people can see me like, oh yeah, he's the tough dude from the neighborhood. Like all that goofy shit. Like it's real crazy, and that's how you will really notice. Because even right now I'm like kind of like, nah, I need to be somewhere else, because not right now it's like it's a national holiday, or everybody is like partying. So it's called like King's Day. So we basically celebrate the birthday of the king. I don't even know that dude, which is the whole funny thing. But everybody's out partying, and I even noticed myself, like today I was kind of jumpy, like, damn, where can I be so I can have the validation? Where are the pretty girls? It's just all like wrong shit. So if I would go outside right now, I would be very anxious. Very anxious. Why? Because I'm not even really here for myself. I'm here because the girls can see me like, oh yeah, he's pretty. I'm here so that dudes can think like, oh yeah, he's the tough dude. He's like the alpha dude. I'm like, that makes everything fake. That's why today I probably won't go outside, because my reason why to go outside would never be mine. Feel me? And that's like, I noticed that with everything. Like, I just passed for my driver's license, right? And I noticed that I have a hard time parking because I'm not really that good at it. And that's really like normal when you just like pass for your driver's exam. But now I'm worrying about like, nah, if those people see me fucking up while I'm parking, then they will just like think very negative of it, and they will laugh at me, and then I will worry way too much about it, and I will derive my sense of self from that. So somebody might laugh at me, and now all of a sudden I'm very anxious and feel very insecure, because I have like a void within me, and your validation needs to fill that up. You feel me? And that's how you will set yourself up for failure. Why? Because you will genuinely like be bad at things when you just start out. But now you will just continue to be bad at it, because you will never allow yourself to be good at it, because you only like will receive validation when you're good at it, and in the start you won't be good at it. So Like you will just stop doing it because you won't receive validation from being bad at it, if that made sense. It was like just a very crazy thing, but like, yeah, so I know with myself like that I have a hard time parking, and I also be like, damn, bro, like, what if like the whole block is outside and they will look at me parking and I fuck it up, and then I will just like be very anxious about it. And why? Because I'm not in it for myself. I'm not living for myself, and that's what I really mean. Like, that's what trauma will do with you. Like, at least the trauma that I suffer from, which is like the trauma that leaves you with like that weakened sense of self, like an unsecure attachment. Like, you never had like a feeling that you were worthy of something, because at home you never really felt that somebody loved you. So you just need that validation from the outside world, because that's something like when you're young and you feel that sense, and your parents can give you that secure sense of self, and they like let you know, like from a very young age, like basically when you're born, like that even if they're mad, you matter to them. So what you will learn from that is, okay, I can fuck up, but my parents will still love me. Yes, they are my like kind of mad, but they're only mad at the thing that I've done. They're not like mad at me, who I am. So you will have that strong sense of self. Why? Because you learn like, okay, I'm worthy of being loved. Like, I'm good anyway because my parents, they love me. And if you never had that sense of self will be just like very weakened, and you will need the outside world to fill it up, which is the case with me. Like, and that's really what I'm like focusing on right now, because like otherwise I will just continue to run until I get burned out, because I won't receive the validation. Because that's really like the moments when I started like be burned out were also like the moments when I was like very jumpy, that I went to the gym and was like, damn, all those pretty girls, but they ain't really validating me. I'm not really talking to them. Things like that, which make me like very insecure about myself, and then I will just like fill up that insecurity through other things. And like, that's really, and like even right now I notice like, now you're just letting them know that you let your, now you're basically letting them know that you're weak, and that you derive your sense of self upon like how a girl views you, or thing like, or something like that. You feel me? So even right now my mind is like, nah, bro, then they will think that you're weak. So I'm automatically like paying way too much attention to you. You feel me? And in a very bad way. And what I mean by that is, now I will also fuck it up for myself, because let's say I wouldn't say that like a minute ago, that I said like I would go to the gym and come back at home like even very like in a way frustrated, that I was like, damn, nobody sees me really. You feel me? And then I would just, let's say I wouldn't tell, I would let it out. Then somebody who struggles with it would never know that I'm struggling with it too. So he will never really connect with me, even though I'm really feeling that. But I just let it out because I was afraid that somebody else would think like, yo, he thinks like that. And that's how you will fuck it up for yourself, by like paying way too much attention to the outside world. You will like sell yourself short, because you're scary what he or she thinks. And not even like that's what I hate about the society, because society would really like label me as weak. Like, you're a weak emotional dude, but it's not really that. I'm traumatized. Same as with you. Like, when somebody be like cares way too much about his girl, they will be like, he's a weak dude. But you're not really weak, because that reaction is really like natural, because you've never built that sense of self. So you're not really weak, you're just traumatized. And that's really good to realize, because, and actually it's very, very liberating once you realize, because then you will realize, damn, I'm not really weak. It's only natural for me to think like that, because I've never had that secure sense of self from home. So of course I needed it from the outside world. You feel me? And now you can actually do something about it. Now you can realize like, damn, it's really not really that deep. I'm not really that weak. It's just I need to work upon that. I need to create that secure attachment with myself and for myself. And that's like what I'm working on now. I don't even really know how I will do it, but it needs to be done. That's what I need to do right now. Otherwise, my life will probably be like very shitty. Very shitty. Because even right now, like, I have like some money, but if I wasn't aware of that I wasn't in it for myself, then I would blew all that money. Why? I would buy some stupid shit. I would go to the center of the town right immediately and buy some shoes so that and put it on Snapchat like, yeah, I got the new Dior's. Give me some validation. You feel me? And that's how people end up really broke. It's not people 9 times out of 10 people are broke because of their spending habits. And that starts very early on. Because you can spend $100 in your invest $100, or you can really like blow $100. So that the next you can buy an Air Force with that $100 and somebody gives you a validation like, yeah, oh yeah, those are very nice shoes. I really like, yeah, I see your drip, man. I validate you. Now you can, I give you your sense of self. That's really what they're doing, like. And or you can invest that $100 in a course which learns you a skill, and now you can make more money. And that's really how people end up broke, because it's not really that nobody never had the opportunity to do wise things with the money. Because like, bro, everybody who is broke right now, especially in the Western world, you had your opportunities, and that's really like a hard truth to swallow. But you were too worried about gaining validation from the next person, so you rather blew that money on like some Jordans or some other things. You feel me? And now, of course, I told you why people need to do that, because they need to derive that self-sense from the outer world. So it's not really me like blaming those people, but it's just me giving you an example of how you will end up broke through that, and how your life will just become very like miserable, because your relationships will be very shitty, because you won't really even enjoy your girlfriend, because you will be too worried about the validation that you need to receive. So now you are afraid of her cheating, because if she cheats, that means you no longer get validation. You're not even really scared of the girl cheating. You're scared that you won't receive validation anymore, that your sense of self is attacked, because it really is, because the girl gives you your sense of self. You don't really have one. And that's why people are afraid of cheating, and that's why they do like all these crazy shit in relationships which will only weaken the bond with the girl, and now the girl actually end up cheating. That's why you also will create the things that you fear when you're traumatized. And that's my example of my life will be very shitty if I don't fix that. Same as you. If you don't fix that and don't find that reason for yourself, like I've said, we all want like that kind of validation, but that's a whole different validation. It's like a recognition, which is, in my opinion, very different from validation. Validation, in my sense, is like something that's also like very like, in a way, like very childish, because you're basically psychologically you're stuck at the level of a little child, and that's a very sad truth. But that's also why people like rage out when people rage out when somebody threatens their little sense of self. They have the feeling, I need to reach, I need to rage, I need to justify my little sense of self that I have. And life will be dangerous for you. For me too. If we don't fix this, if I don't fix this, if you don't fix this, you feel me? That's what I'm really devoting my life up onto right now, and it's bro, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Sometimes I don't even know where to start, where to start, where to end, because the end is not near. The end is not even in sight. So, which will only, in a kind of sense, waken up the trauma even more, because now you also don't know what to do. You feel out of control, which is just basically another form of helplessness, which is something that is very like apparent in people that are traumatized, because it makes you feel like the little child that and when it felt for you that you had no chance, that you were just at the mercy of your parents. You're helpless. And that's why it also feels like that when you don't know what to do, and you're really craving for that validation, but you won't get it because you're basically mentally frozen, stuck. So that's like a very hard healing process, but it needs to be done. So yeah, that was really this video for today, and I will drop my my socials in my description, so feel free to hit me up on Twitter and TikTok. I'm also active on there, so check out my account anyway, and feel free to DM me if you want to work with me one-on-one. It's like a free, like we can have like a free 30-minute call, and then I will like help you with whatever I can help you with, like your journey, your self-improvement journey, if it's like, if you think that I'm able to help you, right? So like if you struggle with the things that I'm talking about, and all of a sudden you realize like, damn, it really might be this, it really might be trauma, it really might be that that sense of self that I lack, feel free to hit me up and we can arrange that. And yeah, if you really want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video. At least that's what I hope. Otherwise you will hurt my little sense of self, and I'll probably cry about it. No, I'm joking. I'm out.